Okay, wrestling fans, it's your buddy Mike Messier, and I just thought I'd come to you. I'm here on the beach doing a little exercise. It's not too late at night. It is dark here, but I wanted to get out here and get some fresh air and do some things and talk to you. I'm going to settle in here. You know, we have to keep our bodies moving. I know it's tough times with COVID and all this crap that we've been through and the turmoil in our country, but we have to stay true and we have to do what we can. Now, as far as this wrestling goes, this debate just doesn't seem to end. I see people like Jimmy Faluca and Frank and everyone, they just don't know what to do, and I'm here to give you advice. I took WWE Raw and SmackDown out of my DVD-R recordings. I don't know what it's called. It's YouTube TV that I have, and I just pushed the button to not record those shows anymore, and I will monitor the pay-per-views for the benefit of the wrestling community. I know that my opinions and my analysis of these matches are highly valued and important to all of you as you register your own opinions. But I can't give any more than I'm giving in that regard. I just simply can't continue to watch Raw and SmackDown on a regular basis. I trust you when you monitor and tell me that Roman Reigns is the number one heel in the industry, and if he doesn't do what he did last year and no-show WrestleMania against Goldberg, I'm supposing we'll have a fine 3 or 4 minute match with a couple of spears and so forth, and that'll be that. And maybe if we're so lucky, we'll see a Drew McIntyre Roman Reigns rematch moving ahead to Survivor Series 2021, and so on and so forth and so on and so forth. But as far as this daily in out, and I see a good friend of mine, Joe Cronin. If you are consistently watching WWE, Joe does a wonderful podcast where he discusses the shows and gives them credit for when they do things in a proper way and tears them apart when they don't, which is often. And then you have guys, a false prophet, a false messiah in some regard, that I'm getting my weights mixed up here with my just doing a lot of things at once. I'm always multitasking, folks. One thing you may not know about me, I'm a proficient multitasker. I get things done all the time. I monitor the world with one laptop computer while I'm doing things on another computer. That's how I get things done effectively. I listen to music while I have conversations. I listen to audiobooks as I'm driving. I'm always doing more than one thing at a time. But going back, that gentleman, JD from New York, he's a little misguided. He's a bit of a false prophet. He's telling you how he would do things better in the WWE, and yet he's still watching, and he's encouraging you all to watch along with him. I simply say, don't watch, or limit or abridge your watching hours. A lot of people are responding to me saying, Mike, we've also cut back on our hours. Evan Ginsberg, of course, longtime pro wrestling fan and historian, and he'll be the first to tell you that he's cut off modern WWE. And a lot of other fans are saying, Mike, you're correct, and you've been correct for years, that WWE, this fucking wire's sticking its dick in my ass. WWE is best watched in moderation. It's best watched as background fodder, as background music. There's another thing here, folks. If you're a 12-year-old or a 9-year-old, you know, watching a lot of WWE may not be so bad. Or if you're in the hospital with a terminal illness, you know, go ahead and watch as much WWE as you have time left on this earth. But if you're an adult, a male especially, it's mostly who watches WWE, or even a female, and you're a functionally intelligent person, and you're able to walk around and do things, or even if you're confined to a wheelchair, I don't want to leave you out, folks, then please, there's books, there's films, there's things that you can do. Well, play in a chess tournament, a billiards tournament. Do something, even in these times of COVID. I mean, I'm out here walking on this beach by myself, and not watching or wondering about how's the Adam Pearce Roman Reigns match going to be booked. It's just of little to no interest to me. You can always turn to your trusty Mike Messier YouTube channel. We had a wonderful Friday night premiere event of Victorious: The Battle for Sanity, a theater hybrid, theater film documentary hybrid. We've had Blood Sugar Sedace, Messier Peace Theater, The Nature of the Flame, Messier Mantra, all the wonderful things you can get from the Mike Messier YouTube channel, as opposed to that abhorrent, abysmal Sharia law adhering company out of New York. Well, that's it, Mike Messier. Just trying to encourage you wrestling fans. I know that I come across harshly, but it's out of my encouragement to you to put value into your lives and stop wondering about, what color trunks are the New Day going to perform in, or is Paige going to be fired because of her Twitter handle or whatever. Anyway, Mike Messier signing off.